Guys, so today I am going to be doing an arc review for Perfect by Ariana Rivers. So, like I said, I was picked to be an arc reader for this book, and I haven't read anything quite this dark in a while. I think the last thing I read that kind of was similar was like the Court of Ravens duology. But that being said, it's not like fantasy or anything. This book changed my brain chemistry in a fantastic way. You don't really realize that you're being sucked into the delusion with these characters until the very end. And it's like at the very end, you get a dose of reality. And Ariana Rivers really makes you think about the fact that you just got completely sucked in and thought that all of this behavior on both sides was totally okay because they're in love and they just fit together. When in reality, they are so incredibly toxic. But it takes you on such a great journey. And while you're in the delusion, it's so wonderful because I absolutely loved Theo. Absolutely loved him. Even after getting like snapped back to reality, I still love Theo. He is a big sweetheart. He's kind of like if Vise from Little Stranger and like Golden Retriever and you just like put them together. That's what Theo reminds me of. He is absolutely psychotic in fantastic ways. I love him. And Alex, she is such a strong female character, especially considering all of the trauma that she goes through because she was in a very abusive relationship, had a lot of the book goes into detail about everything. She had a lot of horrible things happen to her for years and years and years. And then when she finally gets away from that, next thing you know, she's getting stalked, but her stalker is completely different from her ex. Like, he's not going to hurt her. She doesn't know that, but he knows that. He's not going to hurt her. He may hurt everybody around her for her sake, but he's not ever going to hurt her. I love them so much. But again, Ariana Rivers does such a good job of showing you how easy it is to get sucked into that toxicity and those abusive situations, but then also shows you like a great healing journey for two separate characters that come together. And it's like their trauma and the things that they go through. Like the book is called Perfect because their trauma complements one another. They're perfect. So I highly recommend this book, guys. Like I said, it literally changed my brain chemistry. And sorry for the rant. Like I said, I don't know how to do like step by step, like, oh, the book has these vibes. I don't do anything but chaotic book reviews. So if I lost you at any point, I'm so sorry. I'm not on ADHD meds and I probably should be. But yeah, this book releases on, I think, October the 19th. I have to double check that. Probably should have done that before I made this video, but I'm pretty sure it's October the 19th. It will be available on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited. Really sure it's going to be on Kindle Unlimited. I think that's what my email said. But I haven't had a 6-star read this year since Onyx Storm. This was a 6-star read for me. And it coming from an art book, it was completely unexpected. I was blown away. Do yourselves a favor, pre-order this book. I can't say enough good things about it. Like it's very, very well written. I will warn you to check the trigger warnings. It does have some dark themes, and definitely that needs to be kept in mind when you're reading. There is dubious consent. There is an active SA that happens at some point in the book. There's a lot of trauma that is unpacked. So definitely be mindful when you're reading. So like I said, check the trigger warnings list, but it's phenomenal, guys. Like 10 out of 10. I usually go on a scale from like 1 to 5 stars. If it absolutely blows me away, it's a 6-star. This is a 6-star read. 100%. So October 19th, check it out.